Pete Alonso, a New York Met. How did this get done? And where does this short-term deal leave us in a year's time?
Lauren, good morning. Excellent questions there in both regards. I think the first answer about how we got here was a lot of patience on the part of the New York Mets. And certainly to Pete Alonso's credit as well. But this took a while. Here we are, pitchers and catchers reporting next week. It's apparent, given the way all of this unfolded, that Alonso wanted to be a Met. Now, he did not get a $200 million contract. However, he did, and this is some really good information from our colleague Joel Sherman, he did tie for the second greatest AAV for a first baseman in free agency ever, tying with Freddie Freeman behind only what Miguel Cabrera got on an extension, actually, from the Detroit Tigers. So it's still on a per-year basis one of the best contracts ever for a first baseman. And to your point, when you consider where things are going about a year from now, he does have the opt-out. He may, in fact, re-enter the marketplace in a year's time. The key difference, and Joel noted this as well, is there would be no qualifying offer in a year. And Lauren, especially when you get late on in the offseason, this is also the case for Nick Pivetta, who has a QO attached to him. The draft pick is of paramount importance to so many different teams around Major League Baseball. So as a result, there were probably some teams that liked him, but were a little bit reluctant just because of the draft pick piece. That's not going to be a consideration in a year's time. And I think on the Mets side of things, the willingness to go over the luxury tax threshold just shows, again, how serious they are about winning. We saw it early with Juan Soto. We see it late now with Pete Alonso. And for the reason that we're going to watch the wild card series game later on today, it just shows, or the division series rather, it just shows how important Pete Alonso is to this group of Mets players, and how I think how excited Mets fans are going to be to have their first baseman back for at least 2025.
Plenty of star power in that lineup.